Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today's gonna be our third and last video showcasing the new leader from OP09, Lim, which brings a whole new archetype of Odyssey cards to the game. I do think, honestly, after showcasing and playing this deck over the past 3 days, I do think this deck is actually decent. Like, it's not the worst deck out there, right? Like, there's a lot of other leaders that are really bad. Lim is actually, I think, playable, and if the opponent's not prepared for it, or if you get the turn one, right, if you get to go first, then it becomes really hard for a lot of decks to actually deal with Lim. Like, I feel like, honestly, it's crazy because I feel like Lim, her win rate is more based on whether you win the die roll or not, rather than whatever matchup you go against. So it's just crazy. And of course, this deck is going to get even better with OP10 with the additional support that we get there from OP10. But anyways, enough about that. We did a pretty in-depth breakdown on the deck 2 days ago. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check that out too, so that you can get an idea of the deck choices and how the deck actually works. Today, we're just going to have more gameplay, and it's going to be mostly against blue and also obviously Black Purple Luffy. So we're going to start with 2 games against Black Purple Luffy. Then we're going to have 3 games against Doflamingo and finish up with 1 game against Buggy, because you don't see a lot of Buggy players. So when I saw that matchup, I had to just play it out and kind of see how it went. So hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. And if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the game. In this matchup, we're going against Purple Black Luffy. They let me go first, so I think we just keep this hand, right? We have everything that we need. We have the law. I guess the only thing that we're missing is the 3-cost Lim, right? Unfortunately, we cannot grab her here. I already have a Zoro, so I think I'm just gonna grab this Usopp instead. Yeah, so if we had that 3-cost Lim, this hand would be perfect, because we could go Sabo on our 3-down turn, and then we could go Lim into other stuff, right? So we can go 5 here. We'll get to play the Sabo anyways, at least, and have some value that way. Okay. And yeah, we'll play the Sabo here. We have a 2K to protect it if we need to. Don't think I need to cycle. We do have 2 2Ks here. Well, 3 2Ks here, right? So that feels pretty good here. The opponent can not kill the Sabo. We're just gonna ramp up to the Zoro. We're just gonna ramp up to the Zoro and kind of go from there. There's a consideration. There's a consideration to counter here and keep myself healthy enough so that I can actually, like, be able to play Zoro and not feel like I'm gonna just straight up die, right? We're gonna ramp next turn. Technically, the only thing that we have to play here is gonna be Ace. So we could play this Ace. Rest their Zoro Juro. So if we go Ace, that would let me go, I guess, 6 and 8. And just force the opponent to give me 3 cards from their hand. I think I'm down to forcing to give me 3 cards from their hand, right? So we have to go like this. We have to go like this first, because we have to attack with the law first to play this to rest their Zoro Juro. Right? And now this can actually attack the opponent's Zoro Juro for 8 while also drawing me a card. And the opponent has to give me 2K, 1K, and then I'm gonna attack it as well for 6. If they don't actually save this now, I can go for 5. Okay, so they are gonna save it. I'm gonna force another card out of your hand. I think if I leave them with little amount of cards and then just drop Zoro down next turn, the opponent's gonna have a harder time dealing with the Zoro. Yeah, so that's good with me. So I took 3 cards out of their hand there. We still have the full board here. And again, the reason we had to attack with the law first is because we needed to have a second rested unit to have the Ace trigger, and then we need to have a third rested unit to have the Sabo trigger. They count themselves, right? So the law plus the Ace counts as 2, and then all 3 of them together counts as 3 for our Sabo ability. I really hate giving up this Sabo, but I need to keep my Dawn active. I need to keep my cards, honestly, for my Zoro, right? Like, at this point, there's nothing that we care about except for just this Zoro. And by having all these 2K counters, we guarantee that we can save this. Because remember, the Zoro's going to come down rested, right? So if the opponent comes in and, like, if the opponent comes in and attacks everything into Zoro, I have to make sure that I can protect it. So here I can go 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, right? So, yeah, we're just going to go like this and just chill. So again, now we Zoro on the field is where the game really starts going for us. We got to ramp to where we need it to be. We still have 4 life, which is huge. Even if the opponent puts all their down on here, that's only gonna be what, not even 16, because they're only at 9, right? So they will be at 15. Now we can go 11, 13, 15, 16. They go for the Frankie. The Frankie can get punished by this Luffy if we want to. Or obviously the Usohachi also, but I mean, both of these are gonna cost me 3 done anyways, right? So they're kind of both more or less the same. Oh, see, so they're gonna go for it, right? And again, that's kind of what I was saying. Like if you go for that, you're gonna just get punished there. I don't have any blockers though, so I might actually wanna take this. So we're gonna have to go 3 for Luffy. Why don't we just clear the whole board here? Like, why don't we go 3 for Luffy? No, because I like 3 for Luffy, rest this. I guess not. I guess I want to leave that. We just go for the so 3 for the Zoro effect, 3 for the Luffy, 1 for the Law. That leaves him with 3 down. So I guess we can go 10 and then 7. I guess let's go 7 here first, right? Opponent has no Gungam Giant here. Because I might just go for 11 with the Zoro. If the opponent takes this 7, I might honestly just go for 11. They have to counter this 7. And if they counter the 7, I might just... Oh, no, that's not shot, right? I am forced... I guess if I'm gonna go for lethal, because I'm forced to have to... Okay, so the opponent... I will have to have 3 attacks go through. Opponent, and this will be 11 3 times. The opponent can go 7, 9. I guess they could easily save it, right? So might as well just go for my original plan and just kind of go more board clear, right? We don't use this effect right now. We're just gonna go here. Gain 0, rest it down. Go like this, rest this guy. Then we activate this guy. And now we attack here and use it again. And then we go one more time. Yeah, I think 10 is fine. And we'll just go ahead and play this Law. And now I can only go up to... man, now this is the interesting part. 11, 12, 13. Opponent can just try to kill this Zoro. If I lose the Zoro, how sad am I about that? Like, if I play this Law, the chances of me getting another 2k are not that high. But I guess I can always just replace it, right? Yeah, I can always just replace it with a different 1k. If I had a blocker there, it would have made me feel a lot safer about this. I guess as long as 2 of these units stay alive, I should be okay. Like, what I'm thinking is if the opponent decides to put all their down and attack into the Zoro, they will have to put 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down. That leaves them with 2 down that they can actually play a Robin blocker. So they're actually possible for them to get there. We cleared 2 of their units last turn, so I don't think I'm dying here. The other option that they could do here is that they could go for the 10 cost Luffy and just get the extra turn. 10 cost Luffy. Like the Gear 5 Luffy. If they go for Gear 5 Luffy, that could be annoying for us. Maybe I should have actually just gone all in last turn. Maybe I should have just forced it to actually have the counter. Because think about it, if I go all in, an opponent will have to go to 0, and then they counter out of the next attack, right? I guess they would still have that stupid Frankie blocker, which again is the annoying part. Like, I didn't want to leave that Frankie blocker active in the field. Maybe my mistake was attacking into the Zoro Euro. If the opponent attacks into me with just the Luffy here, am I okay taking that? Because then what they can do is that they can attack. Okay, so they're gonna go here instead. Interesting. Why go like that? I mean, okay, so they are gonna do it. All right. So by going this way, this is gonna be a 12. So they will be able to kill this. If they're gonna attack into this Luffy then. Yeah, they're gonna attack into this Luffy. They're gonna go to 5 down. I need to just the opponent has enough. Yeah, that was pretty smart from the opponent. Because now they can just go, they have the extra turn here, they go to 5. They can just kill this. I can only go up to 13, right? So they don't have to put any down on it. And if they kill both of these units, I'm kind of screwed. And they can keep enough down to actually go for the Gungan Giant. So this was the punish for me not going aggressive last turn. And again, not having a blocker to save this Zoro is really what's making the difference. If I had a blocker here, and I wouldn't have to worry about this, but I didn't see my Doffy or my Rosinante. Well, we bottom decked the last turn with the law, right? So, unfortunate. I mean, I guess it is what it is. Opponent set 6 down. They're gonna go to 8 next turn, right? So we can still. The problem is that the opponent has 8 cards, and some of those are definitely gonna be the Gungan Giant. Yeah, we're gonna have to just give it to you like that. I have to keep this Luffy. So even if the opponent has Gungan Giant here, I just have to like force their hand here and just force them to give me every card that they have. So I think I need to put them at 1 and just hope that I can get enough. Like playing Zoro doesn't even matter anymore, right? So the opponent has enough cards to survive this and more. Gungan Giant gets into 9 and they just have to give me a 2k, and then they still keep like 6 cards in their hand. I'll keep this Luffy, right? It will let me be able to deal with our rested unit if the opponent only has 1 blocker next turn. They still can have Frankie and Onami. Yeah, I think I should have just gone for lethal that one turn where I had the Zoro triple attack. I got too greedy. They start with the 2Ks, which is interesting. I guess they might actually be able to keep themselves at 1 here. No, okay, wow. I feel like you should have, I feel like if they have the Giant, they would have done it right there. So I'm gonna just play around as if they don't have Gungan Giant and they were just baiting us. Like there's no reason. Yeah, and the blocker doesn't matter here. Okay, so we have a chance here. Yeah, we have a chance. I mean, I say that, but the opponent's at 7 cards. Opponent's at 7 cards. We're gonna have a 12k attack. Oh, and they have the 1 down for the Gungan Giant. Again, I'm gonna just pretend they don't have it, right? I have to pretend they don't have it. Yeah, I have to pretend they don't have it. So we'll go like this. And we're just going to attack for 12. Oh, wait, they actually used up the Dawn, right? So we know for sure that they don't have it, right? So we have 2 rested units here. So we go like this, gain 0 rested Dawn, go here, rest this bad boy, attach everything, and go for 12. Just showed me a lot of 2Ks last time. So 7 cards, 12k hit. You play a lot of non-counter cards, and you show me 1, 2, 3 2Ks last time. Now, we don't have any more Luffys. Well, I mean, we do have more in the deck, but we don't have it in our hands. So 2k, 2k, 1k, 1k, 1k. And we got it, right? So we got lucky that they didn't have the Gungan Giant, right? Like the Gungan Giant and yeah, like right here. If they get that card, it makes it really hard for us to get through their defenses when the opponent kept that 1 down last turn. But they didn't have it, so it allowed me to go for that tank. It looks like the opponent is actually only playing maybe like 1 or so. I think in this decks, you have to always play 4 Gungan Giants. Like it was literally meant for this Luffy lead. Okay, I see 2. Okay, no, I see 3. So they probably do have 4 in their deck, or at least 3, which I think is pretty decent. But yeah, I mean, you kind of got to see the idea there, right? I just dropped that Zoro on my 9 down turn, and from there I was able to just put so much pressure at the opponent. Just ended up running out of resources. They have such a big hand, but this deck plays a lot of non-counter cards and ended up getting punished. So in this match, we going against Black Purple Luffy. This is a great hand, right? I think we keep this. Opponent also chose to go second, which is great for me. Like I want to go first. Lim wants to go first and just drop your 9 bomb as soon as possible. Which again, we play 4 Zoros. So yeah, we're just gonna go Law, hopefully fight into Zoro. Then we can go Luffy. And kind of go from there. So we can go Law into Luffy. This is the perfect curve, right? So again, we go Law here. We get our Zoro. So we go Law, gets us the Zoro. The next turn, we go Luffy. And just do our thing. Luffy, ramp up, Luffy, boom, 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 right? And I can find another 5-drop with Lim. Do I care about hitting their Law here? Like, I could rest this Law, but I don't think it matters. I think I just want to attack for 5. Like, I don't think this Law is going to matter, right? I think we can just go here. Yeah, let's just go like this. We gain the rest of Dawn and get to play this Luffy out. Not a lot of counter, though. I mean, I guess the Rosinantes are one case that we can give up. We start... Oh, man, that's so good. Okay, so I need to find another Luffy. I need to find another Luffy for me to feel good about this. Because I cannot actually deal with this Bon Clay. This is only at 7, right? So we go like this. We don't hit the Bon Clay. Oh, but we hit this, right? So it's okay. So we hit the Ace. The Ace is just as good. This is 2, right? 2 rested characters. Yeah, I have to keep looking at it because I keep messing it up. Yeah, we gain the rest done. Play this bad boy, rest this, and we can actually attack it with our Law. Like, I love this specifically in this matchup because we can do exactly this, right? And again, now, like, look how much pressure we're putting into them. We have a full board, and the opponent just lost their Bon Clay. And yeah, we're just gonna go Zoro next turn and just chill. Like, I'm just... do I need to actually kill this Bon Clay? It's a guarantee removal for the opponent. Like, the problem here is that the opponent can copy the Zoro, right? So the opponent can copy the Zoro and attack into it. It just sucks delaying my Zoro for 1 turn. So I think I might have to actually go for the Usohachi. Like, I might have to go Usohachi and just attack into their Bon Clay and just keep the other stuff. Oh, man. Not great, not great. Yeah, this still rested. This still rested because it's a 5 cost, not a 4 cost, right? So, this is another problem. I don't want to lose this Ace. Yeah, I think we can keep the Ace and just put so much pressure into the opponent. And I also want to keep this Rosinantes. So I think we give them this. Weirdly enough, okay, we got another one, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we just go here. I think it is the right play. I think it is the right play, and we can go for 5 here. And we just put pressure into their life. So we can go... So I think I want to play, like, I want to play this Rosinante and just have the Rosinante stay on the field. So we play Rosinante, so that leaves me with a 5. I guess we can go 6. So, yeah, we go 5 and then we go 7 twice. Well, I don't know why I'm thinking about it so much. Yeah, we go 5 here. And we go 7 twice. Yeah, oh, opponent gave me a 2K as well. Yeah, so we just go 7. Get them down to 1. Maybe I don't even need the Zoro this game, to be honest. And we'll go like this. So if I can drop this Zoro next turn, while having the Rosinante in the field to protect it. Yeah, but the opponent's just gonna attack into it, right? Oh no, they're not. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna counter here. They should know now that they're... Okay, yeah, you're dead. There's no way. There's no shot. I guess you're gonna have the Sanji that you can play. So you're gonna have a Sanji blocker. Cool. We just go here. I think we just kill them. We just save our units and we just kill them. Like, they can play Sanji. I guess they can play both Sanji and Robin if they have the Robin. But this makes it now that you have to... I guess they still kill it, right? But I'm gonna have still 3 attacks. That's cute. That's cute, but that means that you don't get... This must mean they have the Gungam Giant, right? So they have a 2K and they say they have the Gungam Giant. You still have to, like, they want to keep... They can still attack here. I have no cards, friend. Oh, okay. So they have a 2K, no Gungam Giant. I think they just lose. I think they just lose, right? What am I missing? 2K, 2K, because they have the Sanji, right? So they have 2K, 2K. Oh, because they get... I see it. They have 2K, 2K, and they also have the Gungam Giant. So 7, 7, 7. I think we just go 7 every time. I like the 7s to just make their Gungam Giant less efficient. Opponents showed me that they only had 2K counters last turn. So I'm down to forces again. So yeah, that's the Usopp. Yeah, so we go like this, 7 one more time. I know you have the Gungam Giant and you have a Sanji. There's the Giant. They do survive this, I guess. They do survive this. Playing the Sanji doesn't really matter. Because we know... Yeah, playing the Sanji doesn't really matter. I think we just force him to have it. We force him to have the 2K, 1K here. Okay, double 2K. The fact that Lim becomes active means I still have an extra attacker for next turn. And the 2K potentially lets me stay alive. I guess the opponent could go... If they have another Luffy, this could be a problem. That was a good strategy there with the Black Maria, right? It did make it so that now... Like, this is such a threat, right? That was actually such a good threat. So maybe I should just stick with my original plan of just playing Zoro and having the Rosinante to protect the Zoro. Might have probably been better than what I ended up doing. I just didn't play... Like, I know they play this card, right? So I do know they play this card. I think I counter. So what do they have? 1 attack, and then they play another Luffy. They can still attack 2 more times. I think we just go here. I think we just counter right now. Yeah, if you have another Luffy, you have another Luffy. That's fine. Because this Luffy will go away, right? So this Luffy will go away. So you only really have... Your Black Maria also goes away, right? So you're only going to have 2 more attacks here. 1 to kill the Usohachi and 1 to potentially hit my life. You're still only going to have 2 cards and I'm going to have 2 attackers. I guess the opponent could go double blocker here. But they gave me the Sanji last turn. And we saw a Nami early on as well. I like countering that 2, because if I take that 2, I go to 2, I will have to take this and go to 1, and then the opponent can still play the Luffy, get another turn, and just get a bunch of Don to be able to actually push into us. So they do have the Nami. So again, double blocker is the problem, because they can go double blocker. Oh, you know what? They cannot play Sanji here. So it has to be, like, if it, like, they could play Sanji for 6, right? But that means I don't have enough Don to actually kill the Usohachi. Yeah, so they have to go here. They have to go here. They don't get it unless they find... they can still have the Gungam Giant, I guess. Oh, this... Gungam Giant is 9. And then they could draw... I think I just split it, right? I think it's just 10. Forcing to have to draw the 2K or the double 1K. Yeah, I think we have to just split it. Let's go 10. You go Giant. You have to discard a card. And then you have to hope that you get the right counters. Yeah. Okay. They don't have the giant anyways. Yeah. So they did have the second Luffy, and again, that's why I said I needed to be able to counter the first 2K. I definitely should have just played Zoro, right? Like I definitely should have played Zoro. Sometimes I forget that Zoro is like my whole win condition, right? Or like the big part. The turn that I had to not play Zoro because the opponent had the Bon Clay made me like delay the Zoro too long, right? So in this match, we're going against Doffy, and they ended up going. They're gonna choose to go first and guess it, right? Like I want to go first, so them winning the dash roll is really bad for me. Like I want to go first and just drop my big 9-cost baddies on the field and just have this stuff, right? But unfortunately, it's not meant to be, right? I like the Sabo a lot, but I also feel like it's gonna be too slow. I need like to really high roll. Okay, so this is better because we can go Sabo, we can go Lim, we can like do our stuff. We have the Doffy, which is really good in this matchup, allowing me to like block. Linlin obviously not as much, but now we can go Sabo into Lim, into second Sabo, and attack with Sabo. Well, never mind, because the opponent made me go second. So I'm getting ahead of myself here of my curve. But yeah, this Sabo is a decent one. I don't have a lot of counter though, so it's going to be like, okay, as I say that, we do draw the law. I don't know that this is going to be a Zoro game. I don't want to be stuck with 2 dead cards in my hand. I think I'm going to have to grab the Nico Robin for now. And just maybe we get another Zoro later. The problem is just how much damage I'm taking here. Like I'm going to take this first 7 because the opponent's set up their deck, right? We can play the Sabo next turn to have the Sabo on the field, and also being a 6K body is a little bit harder for the opponent. If the opponent hits the Jinbe plus Weeble here, which again, they only looked at top 3, so maybe they didn't find it. It's gonna be tough. Funny enough, they should actually try to kill this law. Like they should actually get this law out of the way, because I need to have like rested cards for some of my abilities, and the law can count as a rested card if I just attack with him. What am I supposed to do in this matchup? And this is honestly one of the reasons that you're probably not gonna see Lim a lot. I mean, not just Lim, right, bro? Doffy gatekeeps a lot of decks. So Doffy gatekeeps a lot of decks that have 4 life, because it's just way too aggressive. Yeah, so smart play, you kill the law, and you go ahead and do your stuff. So is that okay? Okay. Interesting. I know you have the 2K, so at least I can force you to give me that 2K from your hand. The way that I'm gonna have to win this is having the Sabo stay alive. We don't have any 2Ks in our hand, so we can go again. We can go Sabo this turn, ramp up. Then next turn play Lim plus another Sabo, or play Lim plus Doffy. Maybe Doffy actually makes more sense, yeah. That way we have a blocker too available. Neither of these can be hit by the law. Don't understand why the opponent is playing so slow. You already finished your turn, dude. I'm so confused. Yeah. Ooh, does he ever make sense here to just go law instead? I might actually prefer to have this law. We know they have the 2K, so this is surviving no matter what. I guess I should have taken the 2K out of their hand. But the law can potentially give me a 2K counter, which can potentially keep this Sabo alive. Which is also going to be important. It's every action. It's not just the passing. Every action, they're taking like 10 seconds to think about it. Feels like I'm playing like an in-person regional where people try to slow play. Like, dude, it's the same. It does everything for you. At least this time they are actually thinking, it looks like, about the counter. So again, we'll go Law into Sabo. Can also go... No, I want to have the Sabo because the Sabo needs to attack. So I need to develop the Sabo this turn so that I can actually attack with him on the next turn and draw a card. So They actually gave me the 2K anyways. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's either Doffy or Luffy. And I kind of like the Luffy here. Being able to rest like the opponent's blocker. Like if the opponent plays a boa, that seems good to me. I actually do wish I had the 2K counter though. But again, next turn we have 7 down, so we can go here. Plus play like a Doffy and attack 7 with the Sabo, 5 with the Lim. Especially with the opponent giving me the 2K, then I do think the 5-7 looks make more sense. So, what's the game plan here? Buggy again. So they're gonna attack for. I guess I can attack for 7 here. I mean, if they have another law, all they're doing is bouncing this up, nothing else. I'm gonna attack for 8. And again, this is why I said the 2K was so important. Because now I'm like looking at giving them like so many cards. I think it's worth it. I think it's absolutely worth it. Sabo or Luffy is the question here. Let's go here. So we go Lim and Doffy next turn. Have the blocker at least. You can kill the law here, or you can attack into my life. Either way. So bad that I didn't get a 2K counter that turn. With the law. Okay. I think I have to keep it. I like the ramp, but I don't think I need to ramp up in this matchup. I mean, obviously, I'm going to ramp up with my leader because that's for free. But I think I need to keep it because this is the perfect way to get rid of this Linlin. So 3 and 3. So yeah, that leaves me with, let's go 5 here. So we'll go 5 into the law. Opponent gave me a 2K last turn, so if they want to give me another 2K here, I'll be okay with that. We have to play out my units before I attack with the Sabo, because it needs to have 3 or more rested units. So I need to play out both the Lim and the Doffy. I'm at 2 life already though, right? Like this again, this is the scary part. So they gave me a 1K instead. Alright, so they had the pudding, they just didn't want to use it last turn. No 2K counters again. Like we're not seeing that ace, right? I think at this point we grab this, right? We play this bad boy. We go here for 7 and get the draw. I actually don't mind the Adio, right? Because we can go Adio and Doffy next turn, which is pretty good. We start with the Lim, and we then restand the Doffy. So you need to do it in the right order, because Lim counts herself and Doffy counts himself. So Lim needed all 3 to be rested. If you restand the Doffy first, then Lim will then check that it's only 2 rested units, and kind of go from there. So let's see how this goes. The point is taking way too long, man. Okay, so they're gonna just bounce the Doffy, get that Buggy back, attack for 5. We'll give you the 1K. Attack for 5 again and play that Buggy out. Let's give you another 1K. So they're gonna try to set up. I mean, I kind of got unlucky that the opponent like hasn't had like the nuts, right? I like the Adio because again it lets me play out this Doffy as well with my leader ability, and that still leaves me 1 down open as well. So we can go here for 5. I mean, I'm killing this no matter what, opponent, right? Like even if you try to save it, I'm killing this already. Yeah. So then we can go here. Doesn't matter. We'll go like this, and then we'll go like this. Oh, you know what? I just messed up. I needed to keep a. I always forget that I need to keep a donut open for Adio. So I just lose the free 7 at the free 2K counter here. Yeah, that was my mistake. I lose the free 2K counter from the Adio. Oh man, yeah, that was actually a big mess up. We did get the 2K counter though, so that's not the end of the world. Okay, opponent's just gonna Gravity Blade anyways. Alright, so not the worst thing ever. Let's go here. What if we just go Zoro? What if we just go like this? And we just go Zoro? I can put 9 into the Josu, force the opponent to give me a 2K, 1K. We just go Zoro and just set up to try to win the game. Keep 1 down open. Okay, perfect. Especially because we also got a 2K now. So we can go here for 9. Opponent has to give me 2 cards. We go 5. I should have attacked with Lim first, by the way, because, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. We go here. Zoro can technically die, by the way. Yeah, I'm so upset. I'm so upset that I forgot about the 1 down the 1 down that I could have used for Adio. It would have saved me the 2K counter this turn. Because I think the opponent was always taking the sets no matter what. Whether it was 7 or 6, I didn't need to attack for 7 with the Sabo. I just needed to attack for 6. Now, the Adio can only give +2, so this will take it to 11, and this will take it to 13. So if the opponent attaches 3 down into their Doffy, they can actually kill my Zoro. Which is actually kind of funny to think about. Yeah, so they can actually kill the Zoro if they just commit all their attacks into it. But if they're doing 8 down, again, because I can go to 11, 13. So they have to put 8 down on it. And if they're doing 8 down on the Doffy, they're not developing anything else. This ace can actually stop their boa from being a thing as well. Okay, so they're forcing me to have to use the... They're forcing me to have to use the counter. Yeah, they get to choose here. They just get to choose a 2K counter. But I have to keep the Zoro. I have to keep the Zoro. Here's my problem. Do I have enough attacks? Do I have enough attacks to get there? Oh, they grab a 1K? No shot. Okay, so this makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, this makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. I think we just go here for 5. We go another 5. Because I can go 9 3 times, right? And then just play the Sanji. I guess Sanji can get Gravity Blade, but again, we're still going to have the 2K from Adio. If the opponent goes Gravity Blade, they don't have enough. Yeah, I think we just... 2 attacks. I just put everything here then, right? Yeah, I just put everything here. Just force you to give me 3 cards. Yeah, that's the Doffy problem sometimes, right? So, GG. In this match, we're going against Doflamingo, who, of course, gets to go first because why can I ever get the chance of going first against this matchup? I'll keep this. I like the Gum Gum, right? Because it lets me counter a 7k hit. Opponent also didn't have a 1-drop, so it ends up being really good for us here. Let's grab this second Luffy, right? And we just pass here. The Luffy technically lets me rest their units, right? If I need to. Although I don't think the opponent's gonna be in any rush to do anything. This might be a game where I actually do play the Zoro out. This is a blind. This is a blind one. Yeah, that was a blind. So sure. I obviously have to ramp, right? So I just go Luffy anyways, even if I don't have anything to rest, and just attack sits into their Gecko. Just eat up a 2k counter here. And then next turn we can go Lim, or yeah, we'll go Luffy here. Just have the 6k bat in the field to be able to actually threaten the opponent's units. They get the Jinbe Boa, but they don't get the leader ability. They can have 2 6s or have a 7 and a 5. I might just... So this is the benefit of the opponent not having a 1-drop on turn 1. I can actually attack with Law here. So I can actually attack with Law. If they go 7 to life, I might just take this. Oh, I guess I have to be careful about putting. I do have to be a little bit careful about putting. Maybe we give them the Limb. Maybe we give them the Limb and also give them this. Keep ourselves healthy enough to get to a position, right? So now again, we attack here, right? Which doesn't do anything, but the idea here is so that we have another rested unit for the Luffy to rest this, right? Which means that now we can go 8 into the Boa. Opponent can still save her, but it will be 2 cards. Which I guess maybe it is worth it for them to give me the 2k, 1k here, but the opponent's going to be really short on hand size. Yeah, that's what I thought. And if you didn't save Boa, you're not saving this, right? Now, Zoro is interesting, but I think the Adio just giving me a free 2k every turn is just way too good in this matchup. Like, I feel like it has to be Adio. Has to be Adio here. We have to take the 7. Opponent gets another draw. That's huge. That's huge for them. We can go Adio and blocker Doffy. Do we need to kill their units? I mean, opponent has so much draw that I can attack sits. Or with the 3 down that I'm gonna have left, I can go like 8, 7. I guess let's start here. Let's start with the 5. Let's start with the 5, see what the opponent gives me. I think I have to just kill their units. So we're gonna go 8. Force the 2k, 1k, and then go 7. And then we have the Adio on the field, plus I still have the 2k counter and have another couple of counters here. That's okay, never mind. I mean, okay, good thing I didn't play Zoro then. So what's the problem here now? Guess we take the 7 and we just counter the 6 and the 5. So Doffy has to kind of be Doffy, right? It probably just has to be Doffy. And maybe we just go Sabo as well on top of that. So Sabo 5, Doffy 3, that leaves me with 2 Don. Two Don. I guess let's go 8 here first, right? If I'm gonna do 2 Don, I'm always gonna use the 2 Don here. If the opponent saves this... Okay, they didn't save it, right? So I can go for my Doffy plus Sabo then. Yeah, we'll go like this. We'll have a blocker and a 2K. I guess the opponent could have a Gravity Blade here. Gravity Blade will be a problem. Okay, so it's not a Gravity Blade. It's a Teach, which can... I mean, opponent already played double Jinbe. They get Mihawk. So they have a 2K in their hand. Having all these little bodies is actually going to be a problem now. You have to do more than 7, I think. Because if you do 7, I will just block it. Yeah. Yeah, I have to give it to them. I cannot go to 0. Because 0 just loses to the other stuff, right? Yeah. As we go 8. I think I'm supposed to kill the Teach too. I'm supposed to teach both Mihawk, but then I leave myself with no counter if I do that. This sucks. Right? And then I have to go sit in case that I draw a blocker. No, that's not a blocker. That is not a blocker. I don't think I can teach. I don't think I can kill the Teach, right? So I think I just go 5. Go 7 or 8, I guess. And just try to find something with the Lim. Yeah, that's my blocker. A little bit too late. I needed a blocker. I'm just losing here to the opponent having... Like, the fact that these 2 cards are non-counter cards is so bad for us. It's because the opponent can go 5, 5, 5, 7. Like, they have multiple ways to kill us here. You know I have the Doffy, so the 5 doesn't matter. If they have the Femur, they can use Femur and still get 2 Dawn from this. I disagree with this. Opponent just doesn't kill us now, right? And you can now play Boa. I guess if you have a Jinbe, you can go Jinbe Boa. I mean, they have 8 cards, so killing them is going to be tough next turn. And they can kill one of my units here, right? No, they just... Wow. Alright. You have Jinbe, which is a 1K. You have a Gecko, which is another 1K. So you have 2 1Ks. 7 eats up 2 cards. I guess we start with the 7, right? Yeah, I think we start with the 7s. If they counter, it makes the other numbers a little bit easier. 2K, 1K. I'm not beating the Firmer, right? So I think I have... Okay, so they still have another 1K from Jinbe. I think I like another 7. It's so risky because I'm losing to... Yeah, I think I like another 7. If they counter this second 7, it makes my numbers easier here. Okay, I could have gotten punished there by... Yeah, so now we just go 9. And then 9 again and 5. I could have gotten punished by a trigger, gravity blade, or similar. If you have it, you have it. Yeah, they don't have it. Yeah, like, I should have attacked with Lim first because of this Red Rock trigger, right? Yeah, I like the 7s. Opponent ended up not getting enough counters anyway, so we just ended up getting there. I guess they did have double Jinbe, but I guess they just didn't find enough to, like... Again, the big difference was that even though they went first, we got the 1-drop, right? We got the 1-drop to stick because the opponent didn't have a 1-drop. So because they didn't have a 1-drop and they whiff Blind Doffy that one turn where they do a pudding, it just allowed me to be able to, like, slowly get there, right? The Red Rock on the Adio was very scary, but it ended up not being a big difference. So in this match, we're going against Doffy, and they win the die roll. So, man, I need to go first. This deck relies so much on going first. This feels so bad now. Please don't go first. Please just mess up. Nah, there's no reason for them not to go first. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason for them not to go first. Man. I think I have to mulligan this. Yeah, I think I have to, like, try to find, like, my... Like, this is the problem about them going first. I play Law, they just attack into the Law. So, like, cool. They go Perona, now they're going to have, like, a Jinbe or something, right? And I also don't get to just play my curve the way that I need to play my curve. Yeah, we'll go here. We'll have to grab the Usohachi, right? There's nothing else that I can grab from there. And then what? You just attack into my life, and then you also have this boy. This girl, sorry. Yeah, you get the boa. You get the boa. The funny thing is that I can only attack the boa for sits. I can only attack the boa for sits. Otherwise, like, again, it doesn't really matter how I do this. I have to attack the boa for sits and just keep the Dawn. Like, I had to attack it for sits. Just force the 1 card out of their hand. And we'll just play this Sabo here. The Sabo could potentially give me some draw next turn. Now, we can go Usohachi next turn, right? Because we're going to be able to get to 8 Dawn. Like, if we start with the leader ability first, and then Usohachi, then that would take us to 8, which lets us play Usohachi. That's the benefit of going second. This is going to be another 7, right? So I think we just... I'm playing with fire here, but I think I'm fine here. Because I can trash 2 cards here. Yeah, like, this doesn't matter to me. My thought was like, hey, I'm playing with fire if the opponent actually has access to pudding. So again, we can go Doffy here. I guess we don't even need to go Usohachi anymore, right? But I do want to get the draw here. This is bad. Maybe we don't bother with the draw. Maybe the draw is kind of greedy. Maybe we just go like this, right? And we just go 8 and then 7. Force the opponent to give me like 2 cards for each. They still puts the Doffy active. Yeah, opponent has to give me... Okay, they don't give it to me. So I'm actually feeling good now, right? Like, pudding is not... What you're going to do? You're going to go Josu? Like, none of these can be... None of these are hit by law. Of course, I don't have my big boys yet, right? Like, Adio will be really good here, actually. So Adio will be really good here. Obviously, we mulliganed it away earlier. Because I don't think I'm gonna ever have a time to actually play Zoro if we get a Zoro. Now again, we can just slowly... Gravity Blade is gonna be the annoying part here eventually, right? Like they're gonna definitely get Gravity Blade, right? At some point, they're gonna get Gravity Blade. Jinbe, Boa? If it's a Boa, it's a little bit more annoying. Why do you keep 2 Dawn? Oh, it's because they're gonna just play, they're gonna play Teach here. I know why they're doing that, right? They're gonna just play Teach here. Yeah, they're gonna play Teach so that they can have the Teach available. No, that's fair. I might actually play Luffy and try to go after that Teach. So maybe we go like this. I kind of whiff, so whatever. Yeah, I kind of whiff. We'll go like this and just rest this. And this lets me get the draw, so we go 5. You want to give me the 2k, 1k, I'm okay with that. No, they don't do it. I kind of want to see if I draw something else with this Sabo first, right? Let's see what happens here. Linlin, not the great, but I guess it gives me a card for me to trash later. I guess we can go like this. We can go 7. And we can go here. Trash the Linlin and maybe trash the Lim. We still have this Doffy blocker, which is pretty good for us. Yeah, I don't care. Interesting game. I don't have, I mean, opponent has 8 cards in their hand. I don't have my bombs yet, right? So like I'm not even putting pressure on them. Yeah, they're just gonna go Boa. Weird game. Sabo's gonna give me a lot of draw if they don't deal with the Sabo. Like the Sabo drawing every turn is pretty good. They bottom deck with Boa and they had to play this guy now. You have another Jinbe now? Okay, you got another Boa. We let the Usopp die, right? There's no reason for me to deal with this Usopp. Yeah, I think the Usopp is fine. The Usopp can die. This I want to save. Like this, I think is worth saving. So, I want to get rid of both Boas here. So we go Usohachi and rest it, right? Now we can go 8, 8, Ace. Ace is not bad. Ooh. 7. We got a 2k counter here. Maybe I shouldn't be attacking into them. Maybe I should be like, maybe I should have played out the Rosinante, to be honest. But I mean, we're still pretty healthy. So I'm not feeling too bad about this. Yeah, again, this Sabo is putting in work. Yeah, that's the Gravity Blade, finally. Yeah, I mean, again, the moment that they had Gravity Blade, we were always going to lose, guys. Right? So, like, that is not surprising. I will give you this. And just give you the 2k2 as well. Yeah, I'll give you the 2k. Ironically, I mean, we don't have any bodies here that we can use. Do I have to actually go for like this lethal attacks? I mean, I'm okay trying to kill this Jinbe first. Like maybe we go like this, go 7. If they want to give me 2 cards. Okay, they don't. So 6, 7, 8. Or do I have to play another body? Do I have to play another body? I can play a body for 3. Which lets me go 7 twice. But I kind of want to have... I could go I could go Ace and just get rid of their Buggy, make it so the opponent doesn't have anything to bounce with Josu if they have a Josu. I think I'm waiting too long. But I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just do it here. Gonna go 4. And just 10. Yeah, I'm waiting way too long. Like, I mean, the good thing is that the opponent cannot kill all of them. We know they have the law in their hand, so they can bounce the Usohachi, but they probably don't want to do that. They're gonna just go Boa. Okay, so Jinbe Boa, and they can kill one of these guys. Does it make sense for me to save one of them here? Unless you get a second Boa. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. The problem is that this comes down rested, right? So we can go 9, 9, 8. This is never gonna be able to like actually attack. So 5, 8, 8, 8. I kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're kind of just done, by the way. Like, we never had a big bomb, right? We had the Linlin at one point, but never didn't play her. I wonder if this was the game where actually I played Linlin. Or, again, if I went all in last turn and got them to 0, maybe we had a little bit of an advantage. Because the opponent just kills me next turn. Yeah, opponent just kills me next turn by just attacking with all their units. I only have 1 card in my hand. Now, actually, I gone all in last turn, right? Should I go all in last turn, get them to 0, and kind of go from there? Yeah, they got it. GG's. It was a matter of, like, whenever they got that Gravity Blade, they were always going to win. And as I just saw it, the moment that we lost that Sabo to the Gravity Blade, it is what it is. If we went all in on that other previous turn, opponent would have to give me the 2Ks. I don't know why I tried to go after that Buggy. That was just me misplaying, to be honest. So GG's. But again, not going first was also a big downside. In this match, we're going against Mr. Buggy. Not a lot of Buggies going around. This hand is great, right? We have everything that we need. Like, this is the dream hand right here. We go like this, and I guess dream hand could have hit a Zoro. If we hit a Zoro, it would have definitely been the dream hand. But we just go Law here. I actually don't know a lot of the stuff that that Buggy does. But they can rest Phaidon and discard a card to play any cross-guild character from their hand, which is very expensive for them to have to spend that much. But what we can do here is that we can go here. Also, I guess the hand will also be more godly if it was a Sabo instead of a Luffy. But it's very close to the God hand because we're able to go Law on turn 1, Luffy on turn 2, kind of do our stuff like this, right? I'll give you the Ace. I'll give you the Ace. Oh, just straight up a peel off. Interesting. We're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna go 6 and then 5, and we're gonna play Lim and play whatever we get from Lim, right? Yeah, this is Sabo. So we go like this. We get the run and we play the Sabo out. We have enough counters. Now we don't have any bombs, right? We don't have Adio, we don't have Zoro, so we're not like doing anything. So they can draw 2, discard 2, and that's a blocker. This only reduces a 5 cost or less. Luffy's the one that can do a 6 cost. So this guy is gonna stay on the field, right? That's cool, that's cool. I'm gonna take it just in hopes that I could draw into like one of my other stuff, but obviously we don't draw it. Like, I was hoping I could draw into one of my bombs. No, we don't draw it, that's okay. Now we can go 3 and 3 here and play both, but I think I just have to go like 7, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, I think I just like the 7s. I like the 7s. It's gonna force the block from the opponent, or force him to not just be able to block for free. It's forcing 2 cards for every 7, and we can play another Sabo out of this, right? Yeah, we go 7 here. Yeah, see that was 2 cards here, 2 and 1. Okay, we go another 7 here. It counts itself, so I get the draw. That's my bomb. Just a turn too late. I mean, we can still play it. Force the opponent to have that red rock. Or I guess they could play the 10 cost Doffy, not Doffy, the 10 cost thing to get rid of it. And at least this still forces a 1k out of their hand. So I think it's worth playing it. And then we gain 0 rested down and just play out the second one. This is tough because I'm going to be drawing so much with these Sabos. I guess if the opponent has a Gravity Blade, this could be a problem. I'm down to give this to you. Yeah, I'm down to give it. I think I'm down to save this Sabo. Saving Sabo seems pretty good to me. I might not even actually play this Zoro. So I guess I should just trash the Zoro, huh? Now that I think about it. But it gets another one. Okay. So I think we just go all gas into them. So 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. I think I like this. I think I just like all 7s. They have a lot of cards, right? But yeah, they're gonna have to start taking this. They're gonna have to start giving me 2 cards every turn and also taking this stuff. So it feels pretty good. Doffy. So we can go Doffy now instead as well and have a blocker on the field. I guess let's go 7 here first. Do we want the blocker? Do we want an... Oh my goodness. Might make more sense for me to just go 10. Or go 9, I guess. Yeah, I think it makes more sense for me to go 9. It gets rid of the blocker, right? So I don't have to worry about the blocker staying there. And then we can go like this and just draw into this. And then next turn, the opponent has no cards, right? Like next turn, we just continue to do the same thing over and over again. Like just attack for a bunch of 7s. They have to attack with their Mihawk. I don't care about your pudding at this point. Like your pudding does nothing for us. He actually got rid of the Zoro, which potentially was better. Okay, we don't have a 2k unfortunately, so we have to give up like this. This can actually rest their Mihawk too. Sure. Okay, so yeah, like you just lose here, right? And that's the Gravity Blade. They had the Gravity Blade just a little bit too late. And unfortunately, that's the problem with Buggy. He just feels... He's probably the worst of the OP09 leaders, and even Lim ends up being able to beat him. So hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games against, obviously, Black Purple Luffy, right? We got to see some Doflamingo games and very one-sided Buggy gameplay, right? Those matchups against Black Purple Luffy was actually super close, right? You know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool how close those games can be, especially as you're trying to play around those Gungam Giants, which I think is honestly one of the best spells that Bandai has released for One Piece. It's kind of crazy how much value that spell can do for that leader and other leaders, right? It's going to be a staple on Purple Straw Hat leaders for like a long time to come. But anyways, you saw those matchups. The Doffy matchups is still probably bad for us, right? I think, not to say anything about our opponents, right? But I feel like we kind of didn't get the highest quality of opponents to like really test the matchup properly. Also feels like maybe they low roll a little bit, but I think really the idea is you want to go first, right? You want to go first, and we saw a couple times, we saw these matches where we're not going first against Doffy. You go first, and you're just trying to ramp up and just have this 6k body in the field right away, right? Because the idea is that you're able to just drop the 6k body on your second turn, ramp up, and then be able to go like Lim and another 6 cost. Or if anything, you don't have to go Lim. You can just go like a put 2 down, attack for 8, attack for 6, and then be able to still play another 6k body, right? So it lets you kind of put a lot more pressure into their characters, and then you get to 9 and you're able to just drop Zoro and kind of go from there, right? So it was really weird that we didn't get those nice curves in those matches. So between that and the fact that, again, I don't think our opponents were the highest quality, I don't think this was a great example of what we can do against Doffy. So just try it out. Let me know how those goes. And then against Buggy, unfortunately, I do think Buggy is the worst of the OP09 leaders, and that kind of shows you why. It feels like there's not really much that you're doing as the Buggy player. You're just like playing cards and like not really doing much there. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Like it's too easy for us to just put so much pressure on them, and there's not much that they can do there. His leader ability is just way too costly. So nothing much to say. But anyways, that was the last video of Lim, right? So that was our showcase of Lim here. Tomorrow, we're going to move on to probably Shanks, right? Let me see. Yeah, I think it's going to be Shanks, right? Because this is a purple green, so then we're going to go red. Then we're going to go Luffy. I don't want to do like 2 purple leaders back to back, so that's why we can kind of put in 1 leader in between each of the 3 purple leaders that we got in OP09. So it's going to be Shanks tomorrow. So if you want to keep up to date with that, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, we'll stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.